Single parents? What's your best dating story? On my first date with Pete, I told him I had a 6-year-old daughter, and without hesitation, he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like kids." So immediately, I figured this was never gonna become anything serious. At best, it was just gonna be casual, and for a while it was. We'd hang out on weekends when my daughter Molly was at her dad's house, and honestly, it worked pretty well, but then weeks turned into months, and months turned into almost a year, and somewhere along the way, I realized I was completely falling for him, which honestly sucked, because in my mind, there was no future if he hated kids. So eventually, I decided I needed to end things before I got even more attached. But before I could actually do it, something happened. One night, Pete was over at my apartment when my ex unexpectedly showed up with Molly. She'd had a nightmare at his house and wanted to come home. I instantly started panicking because I'd worked really hard to keep Molly from bonding with Pete. I didn't want her getting attached to someone who might disappear from her life, but obviously the second she walked in, she noticed him immediately. Before I could even say anything, Pete crouched down, smiled at her, and goes, "Hey Molly, want to see a magic trick?" Then this man starts pulling coins out from behind her ears, making cards disappear, doing all these little tricks that had her absolutely losing her mind, laughing. And I just stood there stunned because not only was he amazing with her, he'd clearly practiced this. So after my ex left and I finally got Molly into bed, I asked him, "Since when do you know magic?" And he kinda shrugged and said, "A few months ago. I figured if I was gonna be with a woman who had a kid, I should probably learn how to make one laugh." I genuinely didn't know what to say. I had spent an entire year thinking this man didn't want kids in his life. Meanwhile, he'd secretly been learning card tricks for my daughter. It's been 2 years now, and honestly, I'm pretty sure Pete and Molly like each other more than either of them likes me.